Welcome to Hidden Hilltop Homestead. We are starting this vlog off right. We're going to be cutting up some fabric into 6-inch squares. So this is just a pile of random stuff I want to get cut up. This is all Christmas quilt fabric. So I have to cut that stuff up, and these are pre-cut squares that I did last year. So those are ready. Main goal is to get a bunch of squares cut and do some layouts of Christmas quilts. I have a bunch of batting. I have all of the backing I need for this. I'm doing 4 quilts, so we're going to get started. Alright, so this is all the Christmas fabric that I have in my stock. So I have 10 things for my Grinch quilt. So I need to add maybe 3 or 4 more prints. I'd like to find something that I can add from either this like pre-cut piles, or even if I need to buy something that I could split between this and another design. These polka dots are good. These are actually, I have a lot of that. So that might be what I add. And then maybe, I was thinking maybe like the holly, or maybe even more snowflakes. But these actually would probably work quite well. The little swirly candies. I think that'd be a good filler. I just need something to fill in the Grinch, and then that will be done. I think that might be a little bit too realistic. Yeah, probably. So polka dots and candy, and then I'll be done with the Grinch. Next up is Blue Christmas. So I have this blue snowman print. I have this snowflake and stained glass, but I feel like this is kind of wintry. And then this cute little Christmas village stuff. Anything with like a blue backing is what I'm looking for without any specific characters. So snowflakes, snowmen, the stained glass, the village, and I'm probably going to find some more stuff that I can blend in with my other blanket themes. I think I'm actually going to make some piles to like put all the different designs together to see like what the palettes actually look like and what ones have overlap, because we have Grinch, and then we have Blue Christmas, we have a vintage cartoony, and then we're going to have a farm Christmas. Okay, so I got my piles sorted so I know what to buy tomorrow. So we have all of these are cut for the Grinch, and then I have these 3 pieces over here that still need cut for the Grinch, and then the Grinch is done. I'll be finished with that. I don't really need any more fillers or anything. I'm really happy with the designs I have. So next we have Blue Christmas, and I only have 2 different designs for that, so obviously I'm going to shop for a lot of Blue Christmas. And then this is the Farm Christmas, which I only have 28 pieces, I think, for that. So that's another one we're going to do a lot of shopping. And then this one's almost done. I only need 4 more designs for this. And this is the like vintage cartoony Christmas. So I have my shopping list for tomorrow. I know what I need to get. Mostly going to be the blue and the farm Christmas and a few other patterns. Maybe something extra for the Grinch. But we'll see you at the store. Alright, I have a fabric haul for you. I got some stuff at Michael's, and then I also went and got some stuff at Joann's from what they didn't have at Michael's. So I'm going to show you everything I got and what it's going to be used for. And all of the cut pieces are half-yard cuts. So we have this really cute Christmas tree print that has gold glitter. We have this snowflake print that has silver glitter. We have this vintage looking reindeer print on green, and then I got a just normal red and black buffalo plaid, and I got this really cute cardinal print that has pine cones and mushrooms and holly, which I think is very cute and poinsettia flowers. And then I got a star print remnant. And then we have our Joann haul. I got 3.5 yards of green for the back of the vintage Christmas quilt. So then we have this gingerbread house print on a blue background. That'll be for the vintage and the blue Christmas. We have penguins with silver glitter accent. We got some farm pigs. This is super freaking cute on a green. And then I got snowmen. It's got like a variety of different sections, but I'll just be cutting out the squares around the snowmen. And we have some Christmas lights on white. This is just a barn scene with horses and some trees and a little bit of fencing. So that'll be some cute little diagrams that I can cut out and have some different patterns. That's going to go on the farm Christmas blanket. And then we have a snowman gardening print, which is super cute. This one's going to go on the farm one as well. And then this is just like red snowflakes on like a wood grain backing. I'm not sure which way I'm going to make the wood panel sit, but that'll be good for the farm one too. Christmas cookies on another like wood background. That's going to be the blue Christmas. And this one's just a beige background with a very minimalist farm and deer print. And then we have holiday chickens. So we have chickens wearing Santa hats on a black background, obviously for the farm quilt. And then I got some just green with a little bit of gold fleck in it, just as a filler for something. I thought I could use that on different stuff. And then these like cartoony snowmen with a blue background. And then this is another one that's just stars and swirls, but I think that'll be good for the blue quilt. And then if I need it for a filler for something else, I could use that. This one's also going on the blue quilt, even though it's not blue, but it's a very, very pretty and it contrasts well with the other stuff. And last but not least, our holiday geese. These are so cute. I'm going to put these in the farm and probably the blue Christmas, but like their little coats and sweaters, freaking adorable. I love it. This is my favorite print. So next objective is to get all of this cut into the 6-inch squares, get everything separated into blanket piles for designs, and then I'm going to start getting the backing and the batting cut out for everybody. So lots of cutting to do with all of this stuff. That's going to be the rest of my day. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to give you an example of how I cut out different designs and pictures from panels of fabric that have like this, it's not like a toss design, it's specific scene designs, and you want to make sure that you get a variety of everything. So what I like to do is choose the closest full design from the edge, and then I'm going to cut that out, and then I'm going to alternate to make sure that I have multiple pieces of the same picture. And then I'll just alternate those throughout the quilt, and having like different designs coming from the same piece of fabric also gives the illusion of more variety in the print. Okay, I'm getting ready for bed. I wanted to give you an update on where I'm at with the cutting. Got a lot done today, but I'm calling it. So we have this left to do. There is Vintage Christmas, Blue Christmas, and then Farm Christmas. And then the green, I think I'm going to use the back for the farm, or maybe even the Vintage Christmas. I'm not sure yet. So we have the Grinch stuff in the back. It is all done and ready. Blue Christmas just has these couple prints left. Farm Christmas is the top stuff. Vintage Christmas is on the left. It's almost done. So these are all the extra squares that I have cut that I'm not using this year. I'm going to put those in a box, and then I can pull them out next year and have like all these pre-cuts ready to roll. So that's it. We're going to get all of this stuff cut up and situated tomorrow for all of the fronts for the 4 Christmas quilts. I've been cutting for about an hour now, and I wanted to show you what these quilts are going to look like. So I'm going to pull them all out and show you the different prints. We're starting with the Grinch. This was an Advent calendar print, but it only went to 12 and it didn't have all 12 numbers, so that's a little bit confusing. But that's the first print. It's still got a bunch of cute graphics to use. This is the one that I was showing you from yesterday, where I was cutting out the different designs for the middle. So that's just generic Grinch print. Then we have these really pretty green swirls. We have a beige with green, red, and white snowflakes. And then we have another tossed. This is just a Grinch pattern that's got wreaths, and then it's got Cindy and Max, and then the Grinch. It's just kind of very similar, just a tossed pattern. And then this was another one that had like the Who's standing around the trees and the presents and stuff. So these are all different as well. But it's just another cute little tossed print with blue, and then there's like over top of ornaments. This is just a green snowflake print. I thought it was very Grinchy since Whoville is on a snowflake. Another just general tossed pattern, and then I pulled those candy peppermint print on white, and then we have these polka dots that are also on white, and then we have red with shiny silver snowflakes. Moving on to vintage Christmas, we have these cute little Christmas lights. We have that beige with the green, like very basic print. We have these cute little cartoony snowmen. We have the vintage print reindeer on green. We have those trees that I showed previously too with the gold glitter. Those are really cute. These are tiny little trees in like a crisscross pattern on white. We have a vintage print Santa Claus, black with holly, and it has like gold flecks around the berries. And then we have some of that same snowflake pattern in here, and then a little bit of green and red plaid. And I have them separated into piles of 12 because I need 144 blocks per quilt. So that's why I'm trying to like keep everything organized here. So we have these cute little candy canes and holly. And then we have some more of those, obviously. And then this cute little pinstripe Santa, and the stars are also gold. So there's a couple different shimmer combinations in this one. We have the Christmas Village that's on like a blue background. It's cute, and it's got all the different pieces have different parts of the layout, so that'll look neat. And then this is just a red swirl and some more of that black holly, and then there's the green pine with holly berries or whatever kind of berries they are. So like I said, there's going to be a variety of glitters in this one, so that'll be cool. And there's going to be a lot of different bright colors and dark colors, so it should have a lot of contrast. Quilt number 3 is Blue Christmas. We have that blue and star swirl, the Christmas cookie. Most of these you've already seen, but I'm still going to go over them. We have the snowmen and the pine trees, and there's a few different prints with that one, so that'll look neat. The cartoon snowmen with the blue background, they're cute. And we have our silver and white trees. I think these will look really nice, and even though they're not blue, like they're still going to blend in pretty well. We have the chaotic holiday geese, again my favorite. We have our gingerbread on the blue background with snowflakes. We got our cute little penguins with our silver accent around like the hats and the scarves. And then this is light blue with silver glitter. This is just like a dark blue with stars. I thought it was very fitting for Blue Christmas, and it adds some of that deep tone that I'm looking for. And this cute snowflake. The stained glass, I have a lot of this, so I'm happy to incorporate that wherever I can. And that is our Blue Christmas. Last but not least, we have our farm Christmas. So we have this green with like a pine print, and it has a lot of gold in the foliage and gold dots. And then the black with the chickens. Cute. This is that winter farm minimalist scene. The red snowflakes on the wood panel, which are going to go vertically. Very cute. The farm snowmen. So this is the gardening one, and then this is the barn scene with the horses. A couple pieces of green with like some pine, and then we have the geese in this one as well. I used to have geese on my farm. They're cartoon characters. And that cardinal print with the mushrooms, the poinsettia, and the holly. And then our little Christmas pigs on green. And it's got like some white snowflakes on it. But the pigs are wrapped in lights and then they're wearing Christmas sweaters. So freaking cute. That red and black buffalo plaid. These are some dogs in a red truck with Christmas presents. And then there's pine trees. And then this poinsettia that has like the gold shimmer detailing around the edge. And last but not least is a piece that's got pine cones, and these have silver shimmer in the pine cone definition. So this one will be glittery too. And those are the 4 Christmas quilts. Alright, so I'm just going to keep chugging along here, cutting out the backing for this green, and then once I'm done with the green, I'm going to move on to the blue. And the blue is actually cut from some pre-cut pieces, so we're going to look at that and see how many blocks we can get out of that. This is just from a 3.5 yard piece that I got, and all of my quilt backings, just in case you don't know, I use 3.5 yards and I cut 6-inch squares, and I need 144 squares for the back, 144 squares for the front, so that's like what the cotton print we were looking at, and then you need 144 batting pieces that I cut at 5 inches instead of a 6-inch square. Green backing is done, so I went ahead and laid out my palette for my vintage Christmas print, and I really like how these colors look. So we're going to do this dark green with the vintage, and it's going to look absolutely beautiful. It's going to really pull out a lot of these colors. I think it's going to tie together very well, and it's going to go very well with the theme. All right, let's talk about this 2-yard pre-cut. I got this at Joann Fabrics. $17.98 is the price. It's not actually that. I think I ended up paying $7, and with a coupon I got this for like $5 or $6, but it is a 2-yard pre-cut navy solid flannel. So it's 43 inches wide by 72 inches, I think is 2 yards. So I wanted to show what I got out of one of these rolls, and it gave me 7 stacks of 12, so that would be 84 squares, which is a little over half of what I need for a blanket. I need 144. So 2 rolls of this gets me what I need, and it gives me 24 squares left over. So if I did 6 quilts with the same color backing, I could essentially give myself like a free quilt back, if that makes sense. But this is also a lot cheaper than getting it by the yard, so I think I'm going to go with a lot of this in the future. Alright, so we're putting a pause on the Christmas stuff for right now because I have a special order to make by this coming Friday. So most of my videos I film within like a week, and I have plans to go to a football game and take this blanket with me. So we are going to be working as much as possible in my spare time to get this done. So the school colors are yellow and green, and it's like I would say like a medium green and then like a goldish yellow. I'm not going to go buy fabric for this because I have plenty of yellows and greens, so I'm going to throw together something that's kind of like florals, but you can definitely tell that it's specifically for like a sports team color. So I'm just pulling out all this yellow, and I'm going to pull out all the green that I can use. And honestly, this is going to clean out my yellow because I don't use yellow a lot. It's just not something I reach for. It's kind of like red. I don't use a lot of red either. So anything I can pull out, I actually bought this specifically to make something like this, either for this or even like a 4-H quilt. So that's absolutely perfect. And then, yeah, that's going to do just fine too. So I'm going to pull out all of these stuff that I can use, and I'm going to try to throw together a color palette and see what I got. My greens are not as cohesive as the yellows, so I'm going to try to pull out a few different shades of green and see how that looks. And hopefully I'm not making a monstrosity. But I have a bunch of different stuff, and like everything pretty much has like an accent color. It's white, so that will be helpful. And I'm just going to do some darker stuff and some lighter stuff. And this is kind of like a lime green, even though it's not the exact match of green we're looking for. But I'm going to go through here and pull out everything that I can use. Alright, so at first glance, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, I don't know. But have faith, hear me out here, because this is going to be a mixed up color palette. It's going to be green and yellow, but different shades. And I feel like it's going to work. But we'll see, I guess. And I'm also going to try to alternate the pattern of the quilt as like yellow, green, yellow. And then like each row is alternating so that no colors are like the same colors aren't touching on the sides. And this is actually like more of the green and the yellow that the team actually is. So we'll see. But I have a vision and I feel like it's going to come together. And just remember that this is a sports team color type of thing. And I'm actually going to use this quilt to market the fact that, hey, wouldn't it be cool if like your favorite college football team, you know, even though that it doesn't say the team, you got the team colors and it's more of like a rustic take on it, I guess you could say. But I think this is a really neat concept and I'm kind of surprised I haven't done this before. But I feel like this is going to pave the way for some more special orders in the future too. This is a really good idea. So I know it's kind of hard to look at and you're like, ugh, color palette, but have faith. I have faith that it will turn out looking a little bit better. All right, here are all of the colors. And then here is the backing I'm going to use. I'm actually going to steal that green I just cut for that Christmas quilt because this will save me so much time. And the green on the back does not match any of the greens on the front. And it's actually a little bit more of like a sage than what the actual green should be. Like it's close, I guess. But yeah, so we're gonna wing this. That's what's gonna happen. And I feel like it's still gonna turn out really cute. So I'm going to start working on cutting the front squares for this and the batting. This is priority 1 over the Christmas stuff. So we're gonna work on this and try to make some progress. So JK on the sports blanket, we're gonna pause that and get this thing ready to ship. I had somebody reach out to me and want to buy this, so we're gonna put it in a box. I'm using this 16 by 12 by 8 box. It's a Scotch-Brite mailing box, large mailing box. I got it at Target. I know Staples sells them too, probably Walmart, and you can probably get it online at Amazon. But this holds 2 quilts comfortably, so obviously one will fit in here just fine too. When I ship a quilt, I just like to try to make sure that one, it's in a box and not a bag, so that I know I'm not going to get any type of like tears or cuts. This will also help hopefully prevent damage to the quilt. But I also obviously ship it in its storage bag. I include a care sheet, and then I just logically tape the box shut all the way across with 2 to 3 pieces of tape on both the top and the bottom of the box. Just a suggestion. And then I'm just going to go on the USPS.com and print off a shipping label and get this bad boy shipped. Label's on, it's ready to go. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. Like, subscribe, share with your friends, and we'll see you next time.